Oh, hello, Steve. Long time no see, mate.
How's it going?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, last time I saw you was at Mallory. It was GP at the weekend. Were you riding then?
Yeah, you know, bit of a strange story, really. Bulgarian GP. Yeah, been there before, done it. Track is very, sort of very similar, getting rough and that, and yeah, had a really good time. But there was a bit of a sort of big story to it, and a little bit of a twist, really, in the ride in the end.
Right, a twist. Yeah, another twist. Right, okay. Well, tell us all about it then.
Well, basically, I fly into Bulgaria, land at the Bulgarian airport, go through the Bulgarian sort of customs, everything is going cool. All of a sudden, turn up to passport control. So when it all started, basically I got recognised. Realistically, if I'm honest, I was there during the Cold War period, doing Operation Desert Martin, and obviously had to do some sort of co-ops, undercover sort of stuff for the government. Got pulled into this room. Who's there? President of Bulgaria. Sat me down. He said, look, we won't ever talk with you, I said, yeah, well, no worries, mate, but, not being funny, I've got to get to the race and sign on, and I get my helmets checked. And he said, well, this is a little bit of a, sort of national incident. And I said, yeah, not being funny, mate, but, I've got a race to win, ain't I? He said, well, this is where you could help the country and sort of basically be a hero again. I said, yeah, I've been a hero one too many times, mate, and I get bored of it. He said, well, Steve, this is how it is. They've had sort of word through various sort of undercover sort of Bulgarian agents in Bulgaria that there's going to be an attempt to assassinate possibly like the rider who's leading the race. And I thought to myself, Christ, someone's going to shoot me, because obviously that's going to be me. And he said, what we really want, Steve, is a human shield. I said, well, not being funny, mate, there's no one out there fast enough to stay with me, is there, to shield me? He said, well, we're looking at if you could actually would you mind sort of coming second in the race while shielding the lead rider? I had to think, a decision like that is hard to make. So, yeah, basically, I shielded the leader for 40 minutes, come over a tabletop. I heard some banging, which I thought obviously was the crowd chucking some sort of fireworks and sort of crackers there as I went by, but it weren't. That was someone with an automatic weapon. I basically shielded it, deflected the bullets off my spokes, off the foot pegs, saved his life. Come round to the finish. That was all a blur at that point. The flag was waving. Before you know it, there was thousands of people pouring onto the track, and basically that's when I knew that I had to make an exit. So I slipped off into the crowd, like sort of a bit like the Scarlet Pimpernel, sort of like fog, just misting off, and I'm gone. And in the crowd, vanished, and there you go. Never heard of again.
That is absolutely incredible story, Steve. So, I heard that when I last spoke to you at Mallory, you said you were in Operation Desert Martin. So, you've had experience in Eastern Europe and the former Balkans, have you?
Yeah, obviously I was sent across there and had to go under an undercover name, because obviously anybody see like Steve, the holeshot king, in there, and basically the boys at NASA sent me some stuff. I went under the code name of Dick. This is the helmet that the boys give me to wear. This is sort of like this is part of this is sort of like NASA equipment that the sort of astronauts, when they visit different planets, in case there is any alien hostilities and stuff like that. This is sort of defect off lasers and sort of bullets and all sorts of type of stuff, I'm told. Obviously it saved my life on the day racing. Yeah, great. And the code name kept me well undercover. Fantastic.
So, hold on a minute. That's a code name, is it? But that says I'm a dick, doesn't it?
Dick, yeah, that's a traditional Bulgarian name, used in Bulgaria. From all their, that's a very local name, I'm told. That's what the boys told me back at NASA anyway.
So the boys at NASA wrote that on your helmet and gave that to you, did they?
Yeah, that had to be written on. Obviously, that's a new stipulation from the sort of like the Motocross Federation that has to be put on there. Yeah, Dick is on there. That's what I know. That's why if you look in the race, there won't be a holeshot king, but certainly you'll find that Dick was at the starting line.
That's fantastic. Well, I suppose we'll try and catch up with you in Italy, and you haven't ridden for a long while now, so
yeah,
we'll catch up with you.
Yeah, Italy, I'm looking forward to it. In the meantime, obviously the story that I've told you will probably be made into a book or film or something like that by Alexander Fleming, and
He invented penicillin, didn't he?
The book will probably, or the film could be called Penicillin. The last one I've done, Russia to Love, big hit. Obviously that was based on me in the Cold War days in Russia. So yeah, that's all good. See you at Italy.
Take care, we'll see you then.
Keep it real.